Hello, everybody. This is Isaiah Samoy, and I'm today presenting to you about the bankruptcy laws in the United States. Yeah. Bankruptcy law provides for a reduction or elimination of certain debt and can provide a timeline for the payment of non-dischargeable debt over time. Again, I can say that bankruptcy law allows individuals, couples, or businesses that cannot meet the financial obligation to be excused from repaying some or all of their debt. Bankruptcy has been in existence since ancient times. In the United States, the rules and the procedure for filing bankruptcy law are governed by federal law. That's what we all know according to the Constitution of the United States. Yes, and here it states that it is a federal statutory law contained in Title VII of the United States Code. Congress actually passed the bankruptcy code under its constitutional grant of authority to establish a uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcy throughout the United States. Next is that states, let's say New Mexico or Texas or Colorado or any other state, may not regulate the bankruptcy, but they may pass laws that govern other aspects of debt credit relationship. Bankruptcy proceedings are supervised by and litigated in United States bankruptcy law. These courts are part of the district courts of the United States. The proceedings in bankruptcy courts are governed by bankruptcy rules, which were promulgated by Supreme Court under the authority of Congress. Okay, bankruptcy law comes in 5 different varieties, and that's what we need to know as of now. If you don't know about this, is that bankruptcy comes in 5 varieties. 1 is Chapter 7, number 2 Chapter 9, 3 is 11, 4 is 12, and 5 is Chapter 13 of the United States Code. Let's begin by Chapter 7. Chapter 7 actually provides for cancellation of unsecured debt. Yeah. I can say that Chapter 7 bankruptcies are by far the most common, yeah, such as credit card. It's the cancellation of unsecured debts such as credit cards and personal loans. Others as secured debt is typically unaltered, meaning that the collateral remain in the borrower's possession as long as timely payment are being made. Chapter 7 is always available to individuals with primary business and corporations. Okay, with Chapter 7 is that these are liquidation bankruptcies in which the debt must be turned over all non-exempted property to a supervising officer known as a bankruptcy trustee. Let's push forward and look at Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is a very simple code. This chapter deals with reorganization of municipalities and related local entities. For example, county-owned hospitals and school districts owned by states or that. Again, individuals and corporations cannot file bankruptcy under Chapter 9. This is only for municipalities and related local entities, for example, schools and hospitals. Yeah. Next is Chapter 11. Chapter 11 of the Bankruptcy Laws states of the United States Bankruptcy Code is frequently referred to as reorganization bankruptcy, usually involving incorporation or partnership. By repaying some debts, cancelling others, and restructuring the remaining. Chapter 11 actually is a little bit complex. In Chapter 11, an individual cannot file bankruptcy law under Chapter 11. That's for the fact that we should know. Again, in Chapter 11 is that U.S. trustee monitors application for compensation and reimbursement for professionals, plans and disclosure statement filed with the court and creditors committee. Trustees again impose certain requirements on the debtor in possession concerning matters such as reporting its monthly income and operating expenses, establishing new bank accounts, and paying current employees withholdings and other taxes. Okay. Chapter 11 actually asks more do trustees whereby they have to work with creditors to ensure that everything goes as planned. Okay, now we are in Chapter 11. Chapter 11 is very short and simple, understandable chapter. It provides for the restructuring of debt for family farmers. Only family farmers are eligible, and so no analogous. It shares many characteristics with Chapter 13 Bankruptcy Code. So for you to learn more about Chapter 11, Chapter 12, I mean, you need to know about or to learn more about Chapter 13 Bankruptcy Laws. It's more of correlated subjects. So let's go to Chapter 13 and see what comes up. Chapter 13, actually, this chapter of Bankruptcy Code provide for adjustment of debt of an individual with regular income. Okay. It's also called a wage. As another term for Chapter 13 is that it's also called a wage and plan. Wage and plan. Why? Because it allows a debtor to keep property and pays debt over time, usually 3 to 5 years, for example. Yeah. I would say that with that statement, I would say that it enables individuals with a regular income to develop a plan to repay all or part of their debts. Under this chapter, actually, debtors propose a repayment plan to make installment of creditors over a certain period of time. Okay, Chapter 13 has some advantages, and these advantages are a lot. If you file bankruptcy under Chapter 13, you have more advantages over the others. One is that it offers individual a number of advantages over liquidation under Chapter 7 of Bankruptcy Law. Again, it offers individuals an opportunity to save their homes from foreclosure. You can't just lose your home, So this will save you from losing your home. It allows individuals to reschedule secure debt and extend them over a life of Chapter 13 plan. So what I would tell you is that individuals will have no direct contact. What we know of Chapter 13 is that individual actually will not have direct contact with creditors while under Chapter 13 protection because you have been protected by the law. This is something that everyone should look into it, especially if you are going through foreclosure or anything like that. That's all for today. I would like to say thank you so much and be blessed. Bye.